Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Call Halayimla Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, blessing, and salutation to the Akim that are pushing his word throughout the four corners of the earth in all truth and sincerity. Lord willing, this reaches the ears of the hopeful elect. It's your brother Kazak coming at you once again with another lesson. Lord willing, is edifying and to the point. All right, so through the power and spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, through the spirit, tomorrow, come November 8th, is the midterm elections. All right, the midterm elections is coming up tomorrow, and there's going to be, a lot of, more than likely, it's going to cause a lot of strife and tension in Babylon. Okay, real quick, I want to because I saw this article. Real quick, I want to get it, and it said, here it is, right here. It says, "Will a dark omen on the election day be a sign that the United States is on the eve of destruction?" All right. Election day is on the eve of destruction. Okay. And through the spirit, I saw this image, and I wanted to look up. I just looked up the date. I just looked up November 8th on Google, and the first thing that popped up was it talking about a blood moon. Okay, so that image inspired me. The Lord made sure that image was on their article, and so I looked it up, and lo and behold, it says, what time is the blood moon? Total lunar eclipse on November 8th. All right. Yep, I just typed in November 8th, and then I hit the November 8th blood moon. Okay, let's go to the news. You see? And it's all this talk about this blood moon. All right? And these are the signs that the Lord is giving us, giving the men of the Lord. Because through these signs that he's given us is letting us know the time that we're in. Okay? The vision is yet for an appointed time, and at the end it shall speak. Okay? So he's given us these signs in the heavens, right? It says, what time is the blood moon? Total lunar eclipse on November 8th. Okay? It said, it's called dubbed the Beaver Blood Moon Lunar Eclipse. All right. It says it will be visible across North America, the Pacific, Australia, and Asia. During the eclipse, the full moon will pass through the Earth's shadow as it moves behind our planet with respect to the sun. Okay. It says it will begin at 3:02 a.m. Eastern time. Okay, which is midnight Pacific time, being on the West Coast. All right, so around midnight, we'll be able to observe a blood moon. And it just so happens that it's on the day after the Sabbath. Okay, because come tonight at sunset begins the Shabbat. And ends tomorrow, Tuesday at sunset. All right, but this is an observance that's going to happen right soon after the Sabbath, man. All right. So I want to start in the book of Genesis, right? Because these are the signs that the Lord has given us, and it says, Genesis 1:14, and Most High said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs." All right, it's talking about the sun and the moon. It says, and for seasons and for days and years. Okay. The word month derives from the word moon. Okay. So that's how we're able to determine, the Sabbath, determine the days of the week. Okay, the sun is used to determine the time. Okay, the time of day it is. Depending on the location, where it's at, if it's on the horizon or if it's up in in the middle of the sky, that's around noon time, and the days and years, all right, so on and so forth. Also, I want to mention the signs, because the moon produces, that blood moon. All right. Verse 15, it says, let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. And it was so. And the Most High made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, referring to the sun, and the lesser light to rule the night, referring to the moon. He made the stars also. And the Most High set them in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth and to rule over the day and over the night and to divide the light from the darkness. And the Most High saw that it was good. All right. So these signs, the moon, okay, is lets us know if the Sabbath is coming up. Every 7 days or so becomes a different phase of the moon. And I just want to show you an example real quick. I want to show you an example. Salakia. Just give it a minute. But anyways, while that loads, this is what's going to be taking place tomorrow. Let's look up the images. All right, that blood moon, and it's funny. It's not funny, but it's ironic how the on that article it says, will a dark omen on election day be a sign that the United States is on the eve of destruction, meaning the beginning of its destruction and the beginning of its downfall. All right, we are in the last days of this captivity, the last days of this kingdom being in power, ruling over the Israelites, ruling over Jake. Okay, and the Lord is giving these signs. Why? To prepare us in spirit, to spiritually prepare ourselves, to give us time. Okay. And we're through the Spirit, we're running out of time. The Lord, if you haven't woken up to this truth, okay, if you haven't subscribed to this truth and believing on Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, doing the will of the Father, okay, you're in the wrong spirit. Okay. But to further prove the phases, Salakia, let me just show you real quick. So here is the map, or not the map, but the calendar for the different phases of the moon. So as you can see, if we go back, it's not letting me. Anyways, you go back to October, towards the end of October, was the start of the new month. However, on Esau's calendar, they changed the times. Okay. Pursuant to what's that, Daniel the 7th chapter, if I'm not mistaken. Where they decide to change times and laws. Okay. But in reality, the new month starts with the new moon. Okay, and as you can see, the next new moon that's going to take place is down there on the 23rd. Okay, so this determines what month that we're coming into. All right. That was just for edification's sake, for anyone who's new coming in. Okay. But the Lord gave us these signs, right? This is Luke 21:25. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars and upon the earth, distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. Okay. You see a lot of distress among these nations, man. Wars and rumors of wars have been brewing for the past 2 years. All right. So through the Spirit, I just want to see something real quick. how many active wars now? Let's just see. Look at this. I literally just typed this in, and it says, according to the Council of Foreign Relations Global Conflict Tracker, there are currently 27 ongoing conflicts worldwide. All right? 27. Okay, so prophecy is being fulfilled. There's wars and rumors of wars. All right? Now, we only know or hear about the ones that they push, on their media platform, through propaganda and such. Okay, but that's only dealing with a handful of nations. Now, they're all major nations. All right, North Korea, China, Iran, Russia, Babylon, aka America, But overall, there's 27. You see? These are the signs that the Lord has given us, distress upon these nations. It says, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. Okay, I saw another article. Getting tongue-tied, Salakia. Here, it says, new tropical threat on course to hit Florida again. You see? Another hurricane. There was just one recently. And now another one is brewing. This is the Lord's work. This is the Lord's doing, man. You see? The sea and the waves roaring. Verse 26, men's heart failing them for fear and looking after those things which are coming on the earth. All right, you have people, in not only here in Babylon, but around the entire world. Okay? And there's fear among these people, man. Because they see that their government is not for them. There are protests and riots all around the world right now. Let's look that up. How many? Let's just keep active protest in the world. Let's just see. It says global protest tracker. It says a one-stop source for following crucial trends in the most significant anti-government protests worldwide since 2017. All right. Well, this is since 2017. Let's see active. All right. So I just clicked active, and as you can see, look at all the dots. Okay. Look at all this. Germany, Guinea, Armenia, Sri Lanka, Indonesia, South Africa, Argentina, Panama, Ecuador. All right, these are wars that are going on right now. You see? And I don't even know how many there. Let's see, active. So they don't have a number, a count. But look at all these, man. Still going on. All right, let's go back to the scriptures. Men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. They're seeing the downfall of their nations. Okay? Because there's going to be a translation of power, man. These nations aren't going to have rule over themselves anymore. When Yahweh Shai cracks those skies, he's gonna change the course of history, man. He's gonna change the course of ruling and governing the world. Okay? It says, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Verse 27, and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. You see, and that's when he comes in his power and great glory, is when everybody from from one end to the other of the earth are going to see him on his chariot. They're going to see a chariot appear in the sky, man. almost like Independence Day, but it's gonna be even greater than that. I typed in UFO just so so it can pick up the image, but we know they're not unidentified flying objects. We know that those are the chariots of the Lord. Here's the one I was referring to. This is how Yahushua is going to come back. And there in the movie, I remember seeing back when I was young. All right, even in Babylon, you saw it, and you were just they bounced around from other, like, Africa and all these different countries. They saw the same image. They saw the same, chariot. When in the movie, when Esau, destroyed the chariot, which we know through the Spirit that's not going to happen, because the Lord is gonna come and utterly destroy every military, every nation's military. But of course Esau wanna change the narrative, and make it seem like, oh, they're the savior, but that's Esau for you, man. Okay. But this is how the Lord is going to come back, and he's going to return. You're going to be able to see him from all over the world. There was also an image of a NASA image of a chariot, and it looked like it was a satellite, but they saw a chariot, roughly around three times the size of Earth, approaching Earth. Okay. So if it's 3 times bigger than the Earth itself, it's gonna the chariot is gonna encompass the whole Earth as a whole, So you're gonna be able to see it. Every eye shall see him. Okay, every eye is gonna see him. Pursuant to Revelations, the first chapter. All right, verse 28, Luke 21 and 28. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. Okay. Yahushua is coming to redeem his elect. Lord willing, we be a part of that number. All right. But he's giving us these signs in the heavens, man. And you got tomorrow, the election. Okay. Who's there? There's no telling what's going to take place after, when the results come out. All right. That active protest list, okay, may actually increase. And this time we may in fact see it in Babylon. Okay. You might see, and through the Spirit, Lord willing, I'm able to do another lesson on it, just to see where if there is a yellow dot in Babylon. Okay. Moving on. This is Joel chapter 2 and verse 30, and it says, I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. Okay. I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth. What are those wonders? Those signs. Okay. Seeing chariots pop up. More and more chariots are popping up around brothers. All right. It says, and in the earth, blood. Okay. You're going to see, there's going to be a lot of bloodshed here on the earth, man. Bodies going to be, you're going to have to walk over bodies, in the time of Jacob's trouble, man. When Yahushua comes, man, it's going to be a bloodbath, man. It says, and fire and pillars of smoke. Okay. When those missiles hit, all right, it says, then the sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood, right? It's going to appear as a blood moon. Okay. It says, before the great and terrible day of Yahweh cometh. All right. The great and terrible day of the Lord come. All right. Before Yahushua comes, man, these things have to take place. All right. This is Romans chapter 13 and 11. And I'm going to close out with this. It says, Romans 13 and 11. And that knowing the time, okay, How do we know we're in the time? Through the signs that he's giving his men. Okay? It says that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. So for those who are asleep, okay, and mind you, everything that's going on with Kyrie Irving, Kanye West, Ice Cube, Nick Cannon, with the whole talking about, the Jews and I probably shouldn't even said that, but it is what it is. I'm gonna just say it plain, man. All right, because we're gonna call them out, man. They really going into those small hatters, man. All right, the 1948ers. All right, and they pretty much calling them out, but through them, they're all used as a culprit to bring in the last few, the remnant, okay, of the elect. All right, because now Jake is being more inquisitive and learning and doing more research. These celebrities know, man. And the more and more they speak out, the more it's gonna cause a great awakening through the spirit. Where people are gonna start diving into more and looking it up and doing research, finding videos of the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and really cleaving to this truth. Cleaving to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. You see? It says, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. Okay? We're getting every day that goes by, we're just getting closer and closer to the day of the Lord, man. Where our redemption, our Redeemer, our deliverer, Yahweh Shai, is going to come and get us up out of here, Lord willing. All right? But we're at the end of this thing, man. This is it. We're coming into a time like no other. All right. They're already talking about winter. This may be the coldest winter in recorded history. There's already talks about that. Okay. But hey, we're going to see, but we're not caught blindsided, man. Why? Because the Spirit of the Lord is upon us. And he's given us the eye salve to be able to see prophecy take place. And things happen before they do. All right. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. All right. But pay attention, brothers. All right. Pay attention. Okay. Because this is the beginning of the end. All right. Pay attention to the signs. And with that, Shalom. DCA, Baba Ball.